Hey, it's Tuesday at 2. So glad you've joined us. Circle B Diecast here in Concord, North Carolina, talking racing, talking diecast, having a great time. Glad you've joined us. Steve Post from Motor Racing Network, and love that we get a chance to get together here on a regular basis and kind of kick around what's going on in the world. It is great to have you here. Fun stuff, that's for sure. Victor's checking in, Mike is checking in, and a cast of tens, which will become a cast of hundreds, which will become a cast of thousands, which will become a cast of millions over the course of this video running. Well, not sure on the millions, but we'll see. Tell all your friends about it. We can make it millions. It's on to you to share. And speaking of sharing, old Ryan Blaney's not sharing much as far as victory lane goes these days, is he? How about that? 2 in a row. Picking up the win at the Coke Zero Sugar 400 down at Daytona International Speedway. YRB, young Ryan Blaney, setting himself up really good. And you can set yourself up good by getting that race-winning diecast. Yes, the race-winning diecast. Ryan Blaney from Daytona is there now, and you can order that. And I would say order that ASAP, okay? But if you want the race-winning t-shirt, you need to order that today, okay? Today is August 31st. I know some of you watch this later on in the week. August 31st, you need to order it today. Ryan Blaney's race-winning t-shirt. T-shirt doesn't have the lag time that the diecast does. All orders $20 or over. Use promo code MRN, as in Motor Racing Network. Promo code MRN. Get your Ryan Blaney shirt. Grab a diecast while you're there, and we will have you hooked up with Ryan Blaney. 3rd win of the season, 2nd consecutive win, and he is rocking and rolling into the playoffs. So, and that's where we're headed today, that is expanding to a 2-car team. I think that's really good news, that 2311 is going to 2 cars, okay? We have a championship driver. Kurt Busch is a championship driver that finds a seat in the silly season. I think that's really great news. I am perfectly happy with it. They release a picture with the number moved forward, and Twitter and social media lost its mind. That I don't understand. We've got a team expanding, which is great. A young team with Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan. By the way, Michael Jordan is a pretty good basketball player and kind of an iconic superstar in the world. They're expanding to 2 teams. And Kurt Busch, a champion driver, has extended his career for a year or 2. And people are worried about the number on the car. Really? I don't know. I don't understand the uproar. Victor, to answer your question, I'm fine with it. Put the numbers. I actually, here's where I'm at with it. And some of you may lose your mind. And if you lose your mind, I'm sorry. I like the number anywhere from the front wheel back. I don't even have a problem with it back on the quarter panel, because I think it gives some creativity to the teams and the sponsors and see what they do. Now, we're not getting that. We're getting it placed further forward, which again is something different. I'm fine with that. I've never had a major problem. I did, okay, talking about numbers, okay? I used to host a show on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. And when Dale Earnhardt Jr. left the 88 car at DEI and went to the 8 car at Hendrick Motorsports, everyone lost their minds. How dare Teresa not give them, or no, went from the 8 to the 88, okay? How dare Teresa not just give them the number 8? And everyone lost their minds. So much so, kid you not, we did an hour and a half on the show on how people were going to alter their 8 tattoos to number 88. That sounds funny, right? It happened. Numbers are something, I think it's great. I think the identity of the number is fine. Number placement and tattoos, it's fine. A tattoo is a permanent reminder of a temporary feeling. Okay, Junior was in the 8 car. That was a temporary feeling, and some of you still have those 8 tattoos. So you understand that. Number placement, Victor doesn't. I'm fine with it. Put it wherever you want. I'm good with it. It's all good. Let's see. There we go. And Kurt coming over. I just said I think that's phenomenal. Okay, so here we are. We're set for playoffs. Darlington, the Cookout Southern 500, 5 o'clock airtime on Motor Racing Network. I don't know if you're going to watch it on TV or not, but if you want to twist in to really know what's going on, Motor Racing Network, MRN, 5 o'clock. We've got 16 drivers locked in, led by one of our guys, Kyle Larson, with 5 wins this season. Kyle has a whopping 52 bonus points. He has 50 more points than Kevin Harvick. Man, Larson has put together a really, really good season. He has got, on the math here, 28 points more than Ryan Blaney in second, tied with Martin Truex Jr. in second. Larson has done a really, really good job. Now, he can go to Darlington, stuff it in the fence, firewall deep on lap number 1, and give that all away. That's the nature of NASCAR racing. But boy, Larson has had a great, great regular season. Great regular season. I mean, he has just absolutely done a wonderful job. Ryan Blaney, with his 3 wins, and Martin Truex Jr. with his 3 wins, are ranked second and third. Blaney is obviously the hottest driver in the sport right now. We'll see. Where's Truex at? Where's Joe Gibbs Racing at? It's going to be interesting to see. His wins were early in the year. Be fascinating to see if they can get back on course. Kyle Busch is 4th. Chase Elliott is 5th. I listened to some Chase Elliott this morning. They're doing media day today. Listened to some Chase Elliott, and he said he actually feels like they're faster than they were last year, but they didn't get the results that they were looking for. Well, if he's faster than he was last year and he can get the results down the stretch, it worked out pretty good for him last year. So Chase Elliott is the number 5 seed. Alex Bowman is the number 6 seed with 3 wins, but his were a while ago. So I think Alex Bowman needs to step it up and see where they're at. And he can go to Darlington and win. And the second race of this one is Richmond, which he did win. So we'll have to see. William Byron, Willie B, is 8th seed. Joey Logano is 9th. Brad Keselowski is 10th. Kurt Busch is 11th. Christopher Bell is 12th. Michael McDowell is 13th. Eric Almirola is 14th. Tyler Reddick is 15th. And this one here, Kevin Harvick, is the 16th seed. I mean, wow. I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. It really, truly is. And it's going to be a fascinating playoff, that's for sure. One of the questions I just saw, Alex, who do you think is going to be out in the first round? To me, your bottom 4 are McDowell, Almirola, Reddick, and Harvick. It's all really, really close there. I don't know. Christopher Bell is actually the same amount of points as McDowell and Almirola. Kurt Busch is only 3 points to the good. No idea what's going on with Kevin Harvick. No idea. So could he be out in the first round? I don't know. I mean, he's struggled. Could Kevin Harvick go to Darlington and win? Yes. And eliminate that. I feel kind of the same way about Tyler Reddick. I think Tyler Reddick, a lot of his first round, Darlington's going to set the pace, and he very well could set a really good pace at Darlington. So who's going to be out? I don't know. I think McDowell and Almirola. Harvick and Christopher Bell, I don't know. I'm not putting anything on that. Christopher Bell's got to step up his game a little bit too. But any one of those guys is capable. I mean, I don't know necessarily if Michael McDowell is going to go win on a regular basis, but Michael McDowell can also knock out a couple top 15s, and a couple of those guys can have a problem, and he can move on to the next round, which features Talladega, which Michael McDowell can go there, and there's a Roval there, and he's a pretty good road racer. So I think McDowell might be Maybe one, but I just don't know. That's the beauty of what we have here is anything can happen. I mean, we have got from 6th place Alex Bowman back to 16th place. There is only a difference of 13 points. So a bad day turns it upside down. A good day turns it upside down. That's the beauty of this playoff thing. So I don't know. I know it kind of wishy-washy with that, Alex, but I just think that it's very tough to call. I really do. Chip wants to know your sleeper. Tyler Reddick. I think Tyler Reddick could get booted out in the first round, and I think Tyler Reddick could make it to the round of 8. And neither one would shock me. Round of 4, we might be pushing things a little bit. But Tyler Reddick, to me, would be, that cat is just a great race car driver. He is so good. And Childress will be so zeroed in on that car. I think Tyler Reddick could be my sleeper. It's all neat. We'll just have to see. Stay tuned. That's the fun part about it. Stay tuned and we'll see what happens. The good teams are going to end up at the top, and some good teams are going to end up eliminated along the way, and we will get a champion when it comes to championship weekend out at Phoenix. And it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. It's going to be 10 great weeks of racing in NASCAR, and it all kicks off, of all places, Darlington. How about that? Darlington Speedway. 15 years ago, we all wondered how long Darlington would be around. Now Darlington kicks off the playoffs and has one of the more popular spring dates with its throwback weekend. Oh, how times have changed, and boy, that is a change, which is not a change, which is traditional, that I'm really, really glad we came back to 2 races at Darlington. There is nothing better than Darlington Raceway. So, hey, it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. NBC has all the television coverage, Motor Racing Network, and PRN. We have the radio coverage, and it is going to be fantastic. Going to be great, great fun. So we'll just have to see. Exactly. Rob says Blaney must be the favorite at Dega. He's certainly in that conversation. Yeah, because he is so good at that style of racing. He really, truly is. So, yeah, I mean, but what if Michael McDowell's still alive? It's just, that's the fun part about it. That's why you need to tune into MRN and listen to these races, or watch it on NBC. I get it. So I think that's really cool. It's fun stuff. So it's going to be great. Going to be a great weekend at Darlington. The Cookout Southern 500. So going to be a big day. Yes, indeed. Going to be a big weekend. So Xfinity Series on Saturday afternoon. Trucks early afternoon on Sunday. We've got a doubleheader on Sunday. And then Sunday evening, it is the traditional Southern 500. So one thing you need to do this week is you just kind of need to keep one eye on our social media. We may have some friends drop by. We may or may have friends drop by at a time where we can jump in studio and do a quick interview with them. Stay tuned. That's the only, we don't know. There's the problem. We don't know. I'm not teasing at something we know. I'm teasing at something that could happen. We've got a couple of drivers that have talked about coming in later this week and doing some things. So just stay tuned. We'll see. We'll see who they are. We'll see if they show up. We'll see if they show up at a time where we can do this. Stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Just stay on our social media channels. And stay engaged at CircleBDiecast.com. Go on there if you're just kind of poking around online. You know how sometimes we all get on a YouTube and go down this rabbit hole, or Spotify, we get on this rabbit hole. You can do it on the rabbit holes at CircleBDiecast too. Punch in your favorite driver or a driver from the past, and you never know what you're going to find. And then order it up. And when you order it up, on orders $20 or more, use promo code MRN for free shipping. Is that a deal? Is that a deal? Can't wait to get to Darlington. It's going to be fun. Can't wait to see who kicks off the playoffs in Victory Lane. Or does a non-playoff driver win the race at Darlington? We'll all find out on Sunday night for sure. So, hey, happy Tuesday at 2. So glad you've joined us from Circle B Diecast. Remember, all your diecast needs at www.circlebdiecast.com. I'm the postman from Motor Racing Network. Thanks for joining us. If we don't talk to you before, which we might, we'll talk to you next Tuesday at 2.